Welcome to Geelong, Victoria's second largest city after Melbourne. Its coastal lifestyle, affordability, and high quality education attracts thousands of international students to study here. But who am I to tell you about that? Let's hear from international students who are currently studying here. Why did they choose Geelong?
Hi, my name is Mariana Saito. I'm from Japan. I grew up in Japan, but my nationality is Brazilian. I came 2 years ago in 2023 and studying a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Design, major in Communication Design and UX Design at Deakin University. So first, there was a lot of options, and when you look online, I watched so many YouTube videos, but I think one thing that caught the most attention to me why I chose Geelong was also, I mean, it's beautiful here. I love being close to nature. I love being close to the beach, especially if you're near waterfront campus. You can have the view of the sea, the ocean, and it's good going for walks. I think the balance of studying and also being able to go to the have like nice walks or going outdoors is amazing. And something else was also because specifically from our Deakin University in Geelong is because they offer a more it's not too far away from Melbourne, and you can have more close. Your classroom will be more, it will be smaller size, but will be more attention to you. They really care of you. The community here, it's very caring. Everybody, it's very nice to each other, and I really value that when, especially when you come from a different country. It's good to find a community, and I think Geelong is a very tight community.
Hi, my name is Nisha Hirani. I'm from India. I'm currently studying Bachelor's of Architecture here in Geelong, Deakin Waterfront campus. I applied for so many universities as well. I wasn't sure which university to go to, and then while I was applying for unis, I did get time to visit here because I came through a foundation program. So after doing foundation at Deakin Burwood, I was exploring my options of what to choose, and I visited Geelong at that time, and I fell in love with this place because the uni feels tiny, feels like home, and I really like the fact that it's not as busy as Melbourne because I feel in Melbourne everyone's running for something every time, and Geelong really felt uh, like home and quiet, and that's what I really liked about Geelong. And the other fact was everything was close by, and I didn't have a car at that time, so it was really good to just take the bus and be somewhere in half an hour. Because in Melbourne, I had to spend an hour or two and change from a tram to a bus to again a tram to reach somewhere. So yeah, correct. That's why I chose Geelong.
That's great. Now, you might ask, what are the study options for international students here in Geelong? Well, there are plenty. If you're going to study in a university program, Deakin University have got you covered. They've got two amazing campuses here in Geelong, one in Waterfront and other one is in Warren Ponds, offering amazing facilities with high quality education with innovative teaching methods. You are in a pretty good hands. Let's hear from the students what are their thoughts about studying here in Deakin and why did they choose to study here.
Right now, we are in my last two trimesters. So a lot of assignments, exams coming soon. We almost in the end, but I also make sure to have some time to go out and explore Geelong. There's so many good places to go and explore. One of my favorites is the Wu Museum. They have I'm doing a Bachelor of Arts, so anything that relate to art or anything that is connected to history, architecture, it really interests me. And I think Geelong has such a deep historical aspect, so I really love the aspect of Geelong as well. Also, the Geelong Library. If you go in the last, in the fifth floor of the fourth of the last, there will be a beautiful view of the scene, the city. That's that's very nice to go always.
It's very good. I really love how my professors and all my teachers has been cooperative with me. They've been together with me throughout my whole journey. They've become a family. And there's other stuff because I'm studying architecture. So we have workshop people they're like two old guys who have helped me throughout my whole journey, because I didn't, and I feel like I've learned so much from the uni. And yeah, that's about it.
Apart from Deakin University, you also have a Gordon TAFE. So if you're planning to do vocational programs, there are plenty of them available via Gordon TAFE. It's one of the most popular TAFEs here in Victoria. And there are obviously private education providers offering different vocational courses as well. And if you need a support, you can always get help from Study Geelong, which is a great initiative to support international students who are studying here in Geelong, offering different kind of events, workshops, and networking opportunities. If you would like to learn more about their services, we'll leave a link of that in the description box below. And shout out to Study Geelong for organizing the interviews with these students. Now, traveling in Geelong is quite simple. If you're going to travel around here, most likely you will be using buses, especially if you are using public transport. Otherwise, to travel around on public transport, you will need a Mikey card. There are plenty of walking paths and bike lanes available as well. So if you're planning to bike to your university, that's quite easy as well. And if you want to travel to Melbourne, you will just need to take a V line from Geelong station and you'll be in the heart of Melbourne city within an hour. Now, how much it costs to live here in Geelong? The cost of living obviously will vary depending upon your lifestyle and the location as well, and also if you're choosing to share accommodation with other people or not. We've asked the international students how much they are paying. Here is what they have to say.
My rent right now, I'm living in a share house with a few, 5 people, all single gender, close to Warm Ponds campus. It's just a 10 minutes walk, and I'm paying for 620 at month. So it will be around 150 weekly, and also we also have utility bills, and these vary. So it will add up around 100 or $50 per month.
So I'm living in a shared house with 6 other girls, and we all have our own room, and we share the kitchen and other utilities, but the bills are included. So together with all that, I'm paying 195 per week. And yeah.
Okay, and groceries?
Groceries, it depends how much you eat too, because if you the good thing if you go to uni, there's like a lot of free food events. I make sure to go a lot of them or grab. But I also need a coffee every morning, so it kind of balances out. So the cost of groceries, it will be around 100 if you think of I will have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then maybe a sweet tooth or like a snack or dessert per week.
With groceries, I'm usually cooking with a friend, so that's been very helpful because 2 people cooking together helps. So the grocery bill would come up around, like, I think 60 to 70 per week.
Okay. And in terms of transport?
Here in Geelong, transportation buses, you would use it, but sometimes even if you like you forgot your Mikey card, they will let you in. I think that was a cultural shock for me, because if sometimes you forgot your Mikey or like if you don't have pocket money, then they will let you go in. But make sure to pay the Mikey. Make sure to pay the bus. I think one if you there's concession if you're under 17, but if you full time student for buses, I think it's pay like 150, like $1.50, or it was $3 last time I checked. For trains as well, to go to Geelong to Melbourne, it's just a 1 hour and a half quick trip. It's I think around $9. But if you're just planning to live in the city, everything is walk distance, so you won't really need transportation to go if you're planning to live in the Geelong CBD. In Warm Ponds, it will be better if you have a car or if you rely on public transportation.
So I own a car. It's very expensive. There's so many expenses that come with car, but it's convenient. So I pay about $100 per month on fuel, and then there's other costs like there's maintenance and stuff. So that would also all add up about 100. So you can say like 200 per month.
And any other costs that you can think of?
I think a lot of cost goes to also there's sometimes additional cost for studies of buying equipment or like school equipment like paper, or sometimes if you're a notebook person, or if you need, but most of the stuff you can also rent, or you can also use the facilities on campus. So there's computers, libraries during most of this until late, is until 12 p.m. During exam week is open 12/7. So most of the time you can borrow equipment, computers, or the very expensive equipment. There's paper as well there, but it would also add cost depending on your lifestyle. Let me just quickly think about other extra costs that I have. I think brunch here is very expensive. If you're planning to go to a cafe or restaurant, might sometimes it would it can cost a little bit more than you expect, because they have like those additional costs of, for example, I didn't know, still with sparkling water. Sparkling water actually add cost extra. So make sure you can always ask them, and they will be very honest with you. Yeah, just make sure to ask.
Going out is one of the most, and eating out, of course, because it's very expensive if you go out, grab a drink and a meal for yourself. That's what adds up and ends up costing you money. And yeah, so with that, I think I would spend at least $30 a week, $30 to $40 a week in going out and eating out.
And how much will be roughly total expenses per month or per week?
I would say if I'm splurging, of like if I'm like really like spending money on like because I working, then it would be around 1,000. Because there's 600 of rent, then plus some of utility, then food and groceries. Yes, around 1,000 to 1,200.
So the monthly cost ends up being 2K, and sometimes it does go up to like 2.5, but I try to reduce it, and sometimes it's even 1.5K. So around like, yeah, 1.5 to 2.5K, I would say.
Now let's hear some useful tips from these international students for those who are planning to study here in Geelong.
One tip is, I know it gets busy. I know it gets hectic. I know it's a lot of work to balance life, study, work. But make sure to go out and explore. If you think about it, and if you here just for a 3 years or 4 years visa study, it passed by so quickly. Because I remember when I first came here, I think it was yesterday, but now looking back, it's already almost 3 years. And I think that's why I think it's important to go out and explore, because life passes so fast and it's so short if you think about it. So make sure to go and have a coffee, take a break, go on walks, and just have fun.
So when I first came here, I didn't really talk much with people, and you're alone in this whole place and you don't know anyone from around. And I come from a place where everyone in school knew me, like they know who I am, and then I was that kid which everyone was familiar with, and then I come here, and then it was so hard to make that impression back again. So my tip would be, just don't be afraid of talking with people. I know it gets hard, but just talk, just make friends, just ask for help whenever you want, because people here are very friendly and they would love to help you.
So that's a wrap here from Geelong. I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions about studying in Geelong, please feel free to write them in the comment section below. We'll try to answer to the best of our knowledge and abilities. And if we can, we probably ask the Study Geelong team to answer some of your questions as well. So feel free to check their website or our website or Overseas Students Guide for more details. And thank you for watching. See you in the next one.